Hello. Hi, Momo. Title is fire. I am a superstar. I have the right of way. Civilians have nothing. Hold on. Where am I? Let me start this up. I don't even remember what I was doing in this game. I played like one session of it. I hope my audio is okay. Ba 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 ba. Hold on. Ba ba. Okay, that's probably fine. Probably fine. Where is it? Remembering how to stream. There we go. Okay, let me do this. And hopefully that works. Nice. Beautiful. Oh, I gotta turn that back on. Let me know if the audio levels are right. Yeah, I played this for like... Was it only 20 minutes? No, definitely not. Is that like the time? Okay. I played this for a few hours. Oh, right. I was still over here doing something. There's a dead guy. Do I have notes somewhere? Anywhere? Wait, hold on. This aspect ratio is messed up. Hold on. Where's the... Why is this resolution weird? What the heck? Why does it say this, but it's like... Okay. That was weird. Okay, and then... Make it like slightly smaller than full screen. Okay, perfect. Is it like cut off at the bottom? Why is it? One moment, pro streamer moment. Hold on. There we go. Now we can see the whole thing. And I can scoot that over there, and I can have my chat out over here. No. Okay, that's not gonna work. I should have opened my Twitch stuff. Hold on. I'm on the new PC and I'm still like... I got so used to streaming on my laptop for a little while. I'm trying to figure things out. Oh, but I can load Twitch instantly and not wait 5 minutes. Hold on. Not a real stream if there isn't scuff. True. That brand new VTuber debuted the other day. Saba. Sameko Saba. And, you know, there's always a little bit of scuff. The lowly. What am I doing here? How does Twitch work again? I do this thing and then I click that. There we go. Yes. And then this. And I'll pop this out too. Okay. Good work, team. Okay, stream just started. Hi, everybody. Hello. Hi, Momo. Hi, Restream bot. Definitely not Momo. Okay, what was I doing? I beat the crap out of this kid. And then I brought the dead guy down from the tree. Scene karaoke? What? Okay, catch up on a few notes here. Okay. Okay, this is not a big help. Hobo cop. Oh my god, I don't... Okay. Hi, Kim.
Yes? What do you want to know? What's there to say? It's just stupidity. The cop kind. Our precincts can decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the industrial harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality.
I love drinking on the job.
Make a mockery of law enforcement here.
I picked up some more plum wine. Because I was at the Asian market the other day,
It's less a matter of
poking around.
police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Come on. I assure you, I am not their finest or Belfast with 102 cases.
So, he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
I'm not gonna lie, I understood like 10% of that.
Yes,
Alright.
it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
From 3% fail. What?
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right.
No, that's perfectly right.
Why can't you remember why you were sent? Anyway, don't keep the lieutenant waiting.
I think I've already talked about these, right? Let's look at this dead guy. Hey, buddy.
Man lies on his side. With his eyes, the lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100.
It's where we stab the guy and open him up and look at his insides.
Unfortunately, no. They are better than nothing. Tell you what, I perform the anatomical side of things, while you will take notes. In your paperwork, officer, just fill out the field autopsy.
Paperwork.
How they only have one paperwork too.
Officer, what haven't you lost?
I still have my disco trousers.
Yes, barely. I can give you my paperwork. There's an autopsy form there. Several actually, but only if it helps move things along. Right. The autopsy form is near the end.
Okie dokie.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with,
That's you.
"Court is indifferent to your scribblings. Just lies there." The next box says,
KK57. That next?
Got it.
NA. NA. Roughly 50.
"The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook, teeming with opportunistic microorganisms, letting out a foul-smelling thiamine compound.
Mondial.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other."
Fucky fucky.
Okay. What the fuck's wrong with this kid?
Pigs can have sex.
Alright, I'm closing my eyes. Wait, where is it?
Nor does he look now, with his
Oh,
great
okay.
belly and indistinguishable face.
I gave it a chance.
We're still going with March 4. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10.
KK 57 050.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
A silent nod. The lieutenant, your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-Delorian burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in General North, a small woodshed behind Rosencrantz Road, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a man. It's raining outside. I drizzle. There is darkness in the shed.
What the fuck? What does that mean? Is that like a vision? Am I having visions?
An obese female sits.
Is this a memory?
Her silhouette ball-like against the window. Outside, grown cool. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches to make sure she is dead more than anything else. The building is tall, 7 stories, wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied. This was a suicide. The other, an accident. The small one.
What is happening?
All across General, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today, 42 stations of breath.
We should start the postmortem.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copy paper tries to answer why.
Okie doke.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodin, I think. Let's see.
See, it's happening.
Babrodin, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is the red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
The boots are ceramic, vitriol's enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing. Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case file as document A1. The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other hand. Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters, generally consistent with age, about 50. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is comb back.
His hair feels wet, soaked with rain, cold to touch. Not that different. The stench is suffocating. Strands of dark brown hair start sticking to your hand. There's brilliant time in there. He's combed his hair back with oil.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stone thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity.
Fuck you, Kuno.
Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation. Ligature mark. Still wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the bell so we can get to the ligature.
You've got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Yippee.
You sink the cutters into the knot, tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber ends together. Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
The rope widens to a point. Again, the ligature mark. Suspension.
As it walks, this is where its grip on the curb of wing is gentlest.
Hammer wedging is also very skilled, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop of 5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protruded.
Now, it's gonna be
I fucking knew it!
Genitalia is magnetic and remarkable. No evidence of injury.
The dead man's penis is average sized.
Oh, good to know.
Tested from the downward collection of blood.
Oh.
The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. That you should touch it.
Should I? It's not gonna explode, is it? Aren't people a little bit touchy when, like, after they die?
Doesn't feel like anything.
Okay,
Just
didn't explode.
flesh under your finger.
my pig's so fucking ill right now.
Your pig's pretty sick, I've got to say.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are all combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, hip.
Bullets have bitten little pieces out of him. It must have been excruciating, especially the hip. Before you is a temper of pain, then little tenderness in life.
In addition, I see small residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin. We have a real museum here, of battles, wars. Last item, hands. Hands are clean, no sign of a recent struggle. I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly,
That's all for you, sir. Welcome. What next?
central nervous system. You have a
You don't even have a chance.
musculoskeleton. Urge fluid is gone through the mouth, not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Higher in bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth.
Yeah.
It cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside.
Yeah, jacked up.
The higher the rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. And will respiratory system. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received
No scream, no sign of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's human there. Sing, no you don't. You can keep it in. You can keep
All right.
it in.
Good.
You manage to suppress the contractions trying to enter your stomach. All it takes is concentration.
hemorrhaging present in mucus. Hepatobiliary, NA. Are you a hepatobiliary expert? Neither am I. That's it. Same for toxicology and serology, unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there, like a toxicology screening. At this stage, I doubt processing will
Brimming of cocaine.
Cardiovascular. Body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, neck. Hypostasis. Gastrointestinal. Digested semi-solid food in stomach. What's next on the list? Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and the ligature mark in surgery. You will need 3 feet.
Be thorough.
scalp bleeds from a post-mortem hand injury, a stone. The injury did not have to be removed from an inflammatory response. Further treatment of the symptoms
At maximum
has confessed to causing maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man, beneath the description of injury.
Right. Next. A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, together with measurement 7 centimeters. Hyoid bones. I see hemorrhaging in the skin above and below the ligature. Depth.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes waiting to be ticked. Think for a moment. There's time.
No signs of clawing on the neck is kind of interesting. But he was definitely still alive when they hung him. I would think.
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over. Well, established crime. We also requested a toxicological. We were thorough with the list of injuries too. Describe them all.
Oh, yeah. Well, detective. Maybe a drink, is it?
I'm already drinking.
Now we
I'm way ahead of you. I'll drink to that.
The lieutenant looks at the dead man one more time. You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse. Shoot, Looney Rooney. Huh? You're misquoting me, Rooney. I said communism killed me. Love did me in. Fuck no. You're no Rooney. Listen to yourself. You're not a Raphael anything. You're probably just Harry or something. That's right. Harry.
No. Here, no, ew. Did I already do all this?
Come back later, Corporal. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dream.
Oh yeah, didn't I fail because of morale last time? Is my morale bad right now? Okay. That's a little better.
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his lips, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough. His fingernails have turned dark. They're chipped.
Do you think we missed something? Okay, well, we are in liver months. We need to refrigerate it if we want to collect another information, and we need to do it fast. It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirling Rags and the Fritz store down at the gate.
Have you punched Kuno yet? I punched him last time. You were there.
All that
Silly. Can I punch him again?
Casino, man? You want a piece of the Kuno? Wanna get fucked?
I'd like to punch Kuno again. Load and do it again. It was like, no, it was too far back.
This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever.
Okay. Magnesium. Not to always be able to punch Kuno.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Rivershore. The spring thaw must be here. Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair. Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Your shirt sticks to your chest. The show you're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak.
What are these random thoughts?
Sheets of rain over the water, a flight of stairs leading. The ruins of a half-sunken seafort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachon. Ghosts rise into your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash. There's a fleet on the corner, a plastic cone. The great gates of the industrial harbour are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder, looking at two green snakeskin shoes stand at the Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. Hallways collapse from the waterheads of a war that was lost long ago. A yard. Rain falls onto
Did I talk to the union leader guy? He's the guy inside, right?
the water pool.
He was falling asleep?
Droplets of rain slip from the dead man's cold.
Or no, that was just one of the workers. I don't think I've talked to the union leader yet.
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers. The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
Gracie Lazy Eye, fuck no, I don't think I've talked to him yet.
Is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachon. Droplets form its home. In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops, your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink. Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater. Hidden
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a fridge to the east. They sell them there.
Okay. I should get a coat. Every good detective has a coat. Oh, I have to go in this way. Okay, I needed to talk to this guy here. Excuse me, sir.
Can I help you?
Can I help you?
Yes, yes.
for the dead body.
Corrected.
I don't care. You're not putting a dead body into my fridge. Because this is a culinary.
It would only be for...
Lieutenant, you too? You're asking too? No. The answer is no. I will not turn this place into some kind of macabre circus.
Let's go talk to the freight clerk.
Mine? No.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why.
I thought as much. And I...
Well, yes. Us.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The whirling in rags is not special in that regard. What do you need them?
It concerns the case.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Bring them back once you're done, please. This guy's voice is funny. Do I have money? I don't have money. I have 60 cents. Talk to the old lady. The one that I fell on. And almost killed. About the cryptids. Okay, hold on.
Absolutely out.
Absolutely in the question. First we find the sad, then we sing this place to shit.
I agree. Later. Drive Kim up. Okay.
Hello again, sweetie. I see you.
Hello again, sweetie.
The lieutenant nods politely.
Why, you are, officer. You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
That stupid dimple has only brought me suffering.
Love can be cruel, sweet. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Carrie just down the street, but I come here for tea when you're away.
This Lena is wacky enough.
Oh, I'm perfectly all right. I'm more worried about you. What was that? From where I was standing, it looked like you were about to pull out two guns, but drew out two birdies instead. Well, I'm glad you weren't injured. Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic. I hope not. Although the work you are
Towering over her in your insignia, you make her feel safe.
not you. You're a volunteer.
So you volunteered sometime in the past.
Harry loves the obvious. I'm not Harry. I'm Raphael. I would never have a lame name like Harry.
No problem. Whatever do you mean? Sequence killers. Oh my.
A partner who needs you to get back to helping people of Martinez. I can assure you, with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you, thank you, but Martinez isn't perhaps another time. Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad. Oh my. You know where we are, right? Now, we are live in a hostel called the Whirling in Rags. And the whirling itself is in this. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world.
Nothing is more sad than cold soup, that's true.
I haven't seen very
Well,
many other cities personally.
There's gazpacho.
Everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better.
I've never had gazpacho.
You know what year it is, yes? There. The years.
She looks flustered. Her hands smoothing the lieutenant's studies. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality. Things like the lieutenant outside, the melting snow seeps into the cracks in the walls, and the cold
Probably like drinking salsa. Isn't it made with beans?
into the soils. Above ground, first maymelons blossom. You can feel it.
Or is it like a tomato?
Then the shiver passes.
I don't know why I get the feeling that beans are involved.
So I'll just ask
Maybe that's garbanzo I'm thinking of. Garbanzo bean.
we live under what mode of government? Oh, no. Nothing on that, dear. Revachol is a zone of control, led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own. Certainly not one who's horseback.
Unrelated, but what is your greatest physical fear? Why are you asking me that a few days before I'm coming to visit you? I feel like I shouldn't answer. I feel like answering maybe is a risk to my safety.
Of course, when no one appreciates our husband.
They don't even have steeds. Fools.
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself, but we should stop for today, sweetie.
She's scared now. She's really
Defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. Of course, sweetie, I really don't know how to explain it better. You didn't do too well, dear. It does look like you're
a sigh.
but maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. While I'm no doctor, someone more educated and sweet.
I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know.
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
Okay, I'm not extorting the old lady for money.
Good luck with your
I'm not going that far. Not yet. My greatest physical fear. Huh. I don't know. Physical. Like a specific situation or like a general object? It's probably between catching some kind of really painful disease and being trapped with a bunch of wasps somewhere. He's a pragmatic superstar. Superstars don't borrow money from old ladies. They make do. Oh, hey, there's a cook.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust wood, occasionally sipping from his mug. Quebec sounds representative. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. The man keeps shaking his head.
I don't think he understands, officer. We need to find some other way to make ourselves clear. He's from Prague, Goiko.
With the mention of the word Goiko, the cook starts talking excessively, his hands up in the air again.
Kind of like how Joel is scared of. What did I have for dinner? I had salmon, baked salmon, some zucchini, a light lemon butter sauce. I will hydrate, thank you. I overcooked the salmon. It wasn't very good.
The cook looks at you doing the charade and smiles.
Charade. Charade.
The cook says something,
Charade. I've never heard charade.
but you still don't understand.
Why am I in the corpse? Doesn't matter. I don't think he understood us.
Oh. What do you know of French? French? No. I know.
Okay, we have our answer. It won't fit. We need a bigger fridge.
Stay masculine.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
Thank you, grazie. Very nice.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to the old cobalt roughened fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted. The door does not.
It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care? It is quite pretty. I suppose we could look into it. If you say so, Gart is the person to ask about this.
Tell me, manager, what is behind that pretty door?
Can I help you?
What thing? Yes, not the whole damn union. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
Kim kind of looks like a rat. I think it's the chin. Something about the chin. Raphael looks a little chipmunky with the like the teeth. Chipmunk and a squirrel.
They come here in the evenings, dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers.
We should find out what is manufactured.
Have you met the librarian? I have not, no.
This means to get here when we need it. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show us sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
Oh yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. I don't care.
Wow.
It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years.
Your talent is truly impressive. Mods, get this guy. He's trying to steal my secrets.
Awesome
You won't have them.
storage space.
Get away from me.
Dust.
Mods! Kill! Mods! Can I do this from here? I don't even... Where's the frickin' button? Oh, it's this one. Get out of here, loser. Are you not a mod? Oh, you're pretty sure... I thought you... Huh? I thought you were a mod. Well, I'll figure that out later.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely
Fine, okay. My job doesn't leave me time wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over. But what?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the world later.
Okie doke. Okay, so we can't use his fridge. I did get the dumpster keys. Let me go check out the dumpster. Please write me a scam message to harvest micro celebs on Twitch. Yes, me, a micro celebrity with my average 1 to 4 viewers. Okay. What's over here?
This trash container is locked with a well-oiled crack. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you shouldn't. Of course you should. This is your time to shine, Hobo. Just the feeling. A warning from someone.
Hi, Ellen. Hydrate. Okay. I drink. Hello, how you doing?
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you.
Yummy.
Soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Just like the Pizza Hut.
We're just in time. This hasn't been empty.
I'm alright, how about you? I'm doing good. I got back from a bit of a vacation last week. And getting back into streaming stuff a little bit. There were 4 height. No. Okay, here. I'll take 4 little sips. There you go. 4 redeems. No, stop! No more. I'm trying to drink my wine. Stop hydrating me. You fool. No. No, stop. I'm gonna have to take that away from you. Don't bring Obama. Okay, you know what? No. Oh, stop. That's not the right button. No drowning the streamer. Hold on. How do I do this again? Get out of here. Go sit in the corner. Oh, it actually deleted messages? I didn't know it would do that. Okay, how do I bring them back now? No, I killed him! I actually don't know how to untype. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Okay, he'll be back in 10 minutes. Because his name disappeared from chat, so now I can't, like, click on it. This is why I need mods. Oh well. Was it 10 minutes? That was too long. I need to fix that. Anyway. Dig in Hobocop style.
This caliber 15 Nokia cannon, half wrapped in paper tissues. It's a giant rifle, and it's very expensive. Not as expensive, and it's that Cordon Electric's preamp with Electra F2 tubes. It is. That catches quite a price. No, you won't, because none of those are real. They're not actually in there. All you see is food waste and crisp wrappings. All you see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron, only in its social. You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it, some pasta wrapper.
Pasta.
The soggy packages somehow feels familiar.
Pasta. Charade and pasta? Where's this guy from?
You've done this before.
Is he Canadian?
Recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic.
I will go continue my drawing. Watch from the shadows. Ooh.
Turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Good luck with the draw.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin, are these the victim's clothes? The smell is not nearly as bad as the cadaver.
Cadaver removal is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Yes, if we are still assuming the clothes were taken off to guitar mark blue jeans, rockets, and or empty. He wore them with a belt, too. The belt is missing. That's it.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored.
This is a military type overgarment. No label, serial number. This is the kind of red-knit shirt that's worn over light armor.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. Just garbage.
Alright, we should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the house just cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Oh, okay, I can untime out from my phone. There we go. That was about 5 minutes. No! You're just wasting your points, you fool. Fine, one more. Okay.
Not really. All we know...
The lieutenant. No, it's just organic waste. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist paper.
Officer, is that your paperwork? Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has Elysium street breed on it. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? Officer, this is an official piece. It probably contains notes on numerous ongoing...
Easier said than done. How could this pathetic cabbage of copy paper and plastic ever become trade disco?
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me...
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Okie doke.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squinting lights. And then, yeah, you have. You're a big dick couple, Dick Mullen, Salam Rocky Body, badass on the edge disco couple. Time to recede to a ludicrous fantasy. With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you alone with it.
-2 logic. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a snack and be right back. BRB. Uno momento. One second. I'm back. Windows needs updates. No, I forgot to turn on Sammy. I turned him on just now. That was probably the noise. So the redeems and stuff should work now. Probably. Get this back up. And then this over here. No, it didn't work. Okay, one second. I might need to fix some of these because... Hold on a second here. Random sounds. No, not this one. Yeah, I have to fix these sounds. Maybe I can do that real quick. Hold on. Because where did I put them? Are they in assets? Sound? No. Are they in video? Shit. Video. Resources. Sounds. No, where the heck? Where did I put my friggin' sounds? Yeah, they should be in video resources. Should be here. What am I looking for? Donkey Kong. Where's the... Okay, there we go. Donkey Kong, oh banana. Okay, there's that one. There's that one. There's that one. There's that one. Where's the gnome? There's that one. Where's... There we go. There's that one. And then that one. Okay, those should all be working now. Let me actually get my... Do I have my redeem manage thing? Why is it not here? No. There we go. I want this on my dashboard. And let me... I'll just reject all these and give you all these points back. Yoda should be around 50. No, I just put all the sound effects on equal ground. All right. Well. Oh, it's spicy. I bought some shrimp chips. Didn't realize until I got home that they were spicy kind. They taste like spicy fish food. I don't quite know how I feel about it. But I can't stop eating them for some reason. Can I sit?
You can revisit the bench.
Okay. Do I like shrimp chip? I think I like it. It's just that I like it, but it's associated... The taste is too close to like the smell of fish food. I also have norimaki. That's what they're called? Yeah, norimaki. Those are very nice. You're a man with a fork in a world of soup.
Look in his hand. Going into
Fine. You keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. You're both old.
these men This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. First,
I got this.
That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past that. You are immediately surprised by the walls you echo. God, this is right. You feel the familiar tremble of excitement and adrenaline that precedes every victory. Time has frozen. The cold metal bolus of person is smooth against your neck. Already your muscles are adjusted to the weight. The nervous, the chilly breeze ruffles your hair. West, in the Grand Couronne area, a sharp overhand left from Arsène Lupin sends the samurai heavyweight champion. Koistia, yes, no, Koistia. The crowd put
Mel! What the Mel? What the hell is your problem?
I win.
I don't care if you are a cop.
a man his age getting worked up like that. Better watch that blood pressure.
Analyze our game, son. Just rip it off with my food. Well, it's time for you were at the top.
Take it easy, Rene. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it?
Of course there's harm done, you boy slug. Goddamn fool. Good. Mistakes are forgiven. When at least five right their wrong. I believe you would try. Unfortunately, I don't. And like most of the locals, in Martinez, the union is here. Job is a majority myself. I don't have a problem. My if I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man. Yes. The terrain here provides a gift I do. Fire and heavy artillery.
Heavy artillery fire, you say?
Why what? Because that's what happens when communards hijack the country. Execute loss of great leadership. Your country is slaughter house. To use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Sadly, no. The foreigners should have fought dirty, like they did suicide bombs, cult propaganda, and mad anarchists strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't so. We left
Ah, man.
God bless you.
These chips are not that spicy. But they're the kind of spicy that, like, gets me in the throat.
Oh, crap. You got old Rene going there. Like he isn't angry enough already.
Right, son.
He approves of this radical approach.
The rest of the city got cleaned up and Martinez they keep as a money. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your hometown fort. You, we, the coalition, never showed.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players of the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding them. What do you think? No, some damp instead, or is it just holy? Because this is just what the gods wanted. This was it that all along. This is what they did to reflect the man is the king. Because every it's no use talking to you. You were still in daddy's bones when it happened. We took our last stand.
Alright, I'm out of here. Beautiful. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me go get a coat. I can't do real detective work until I have a coat. I think they said it was this way. Oh, okay. Is this the shop? Hello.
Welcome to Frick. Feel free to look around or something. Everything about the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got like
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to She pops her raspberry flavor, her shoulders tense. She shuffles back the lieutenant and frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic half smile.
okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but a warehouse. I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frick does.
She looks up.
Fine. Frick doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Full on tartling. I've got to make him earn his pay. He's gonna earn every cent.
Right behind you. You're joking, right? Yeah, super funny. I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so not really. No, I didn't know him at all. I don't know, really long.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask you.
Okay. Reality? You mean what reality? Economic reality or? I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15. Yeah, that's why I'm working my arse off in Frick. I don't know. What about it? Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, cool.
Can I not shop here?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says 1 bottle equals.
Oh, that's the tear machine. It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever. The tear machine. You mean a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but feel free to use it.
Oh yeah, I do have no money. Shit.
You see several packaged raincoats filled and loaded. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over.
Okay. Well, first I gotta make some money. What's going on over here? Oh, this is a strike?
We have a right to work.
What even is your build? I don't know.
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops aren't you here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down. We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes. Good. Fighting for a cause. Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strike breakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence. Maybe you should ask them questions like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit. So do we, Scott. Honest men and women with rights, work, be useful. Not we came here to help the Harlem run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work,
I have a question. Why do all these men follow you?
you think they follow because I'm big and loud? No, they follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because we were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut. Main gate's locked. Take heavy Horton, and I don't mean the scrawny nest bunk either. I mean head measurement, or whatever he is. Huge Semite's guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Or bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically... I don't know how the Union has a trained killer, like civilized folk.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went.
No! They will give up eventually.
This was written by a philosophy major? Yeah.
The button unguarded. Then,
I mean, that's kind of the general consensus, I feel. I don't know anything about the writer. But the political motivations, maybe not the motivations, I guess, but it's very obviously I don't know how to words. He talk funny.
have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. Why you want to leave that fat ass? I know nothing about work. Wouldn't put it past these Harvard bugs. Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockade.
We are not picking a second. Pity.
Let us work!
Anyone else I can talk to here? Some guy up here.
Scott?
What did he just call you? Oh no, not this again. Fucking kid.
I was just messing with you. Now imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us come for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCN here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife? Oh. Good, good. What matters do you want to discuss with Evra? Evra's got a lot of knowledge about a lot of things. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of I. Walk right past Measurehead, go in. Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini supremacist there. Then press the button to unlock, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Stop. Don't worry, I'm sure it's... Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or... maybe it actually is completely impossible. Sure.
Oh wait, okay. I'll go talk to this guy. Can I run? How do I run? Oh, there we go.
Nobody betrays the generals.
Okay, dude. That's quite an opener. You don't know me. First of all. Just call you a gooner.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle.
Uh-huh.
Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger. Because you are not protecting me.
Is this some kind of Yakub shit?
You reek of it. An invisible soul of unholy emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It's making the woman in my company sick.
Oh.
It's not good. It's like a rat crawled into your stomach.
No, you don't. You need to get another thing. Occidental haplogroup B4 is done giving birth to one demon. The influence of the Amsondwish rays is waning. Junking motion. Signs of a late stage neurodegenerative disorder. You gave the world eugenics.
Uh-huh.
You dominated lesser culture.
Uh-huh.
Will be superseded.
There is a bottom right.
You know it.
Just it must be the one that opens a door to the heart.
Enough with this begging. Bring your troops to the city walls. Will be lined with what
This is your chance. He's talking. No, don't bring it to anyone. You're sensitive. Communicate.
Okay, this one has a better chance, but this one is funnier. more entertained by the California girl than the 70s racist.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff. Lieutenant looks toward the harvest. You are obviously liberal. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love. There are 3 categories of race. Tipa, the heroic races. Tipe, the servile races. And I knew you would go straight for the violent culture.
Yeah, I mean, other ones.
Yes, it would seem.
Tipe are unheroic races. Amorphous, not compared to an untrained eye.
I'm not listening to this random Seminese guy's race theory.
You know them by the names of their nations. The colorful tassels are, let's be honest, not a good suitable choice for this century. He might want to avoid close to Vespertines and Messenians, the other large, the other civilization, the mask, overproduction, as proven by the mound and the mask. Occidental type, the area, but the latter is perfected and adapted. Together,
Okay, that-
form the seam tips. The F are a museum of failed chimeric experiments. Listen, yes, it is real. You understand nothing. Raise enigma. You have to first ask yourself. We will access to. Am I mildly worried? Lost.
Okay, I don't care.
Imagine what else we have to discuss. I'll show you. Your love for disco music.
Physical instrument. Good enough.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand.
Oh no.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Your fist cracks in his hand like a rope. The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk. Good hand. Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization.
How could this happen?
We still need to get into the harbor. There's an interview to conduct.
Okay. Well, I think I'll probably come back for this.
Yes.
Have I talked to this guy?
You sure are, my man. It's the jam, my man.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude.
It's a traffic jam for the agents. Our brigade's up the street. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long haul limbo. Days feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout. This was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal. Yeah,
Can I really just hobo money off of everyone?
The bosses, man. It makes sense. It sucks, but it does. He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accountable. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Deep in this, analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded. A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that. Ha! No, I'm joking. They usually get shipped abroad at the onset. Though we've been making headway in the Elysium market lately. We're pals and all, but I can't just...
There's no denying it.
This rocket beauty? Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. Interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery? Neat. For carrying large quantities of...
The man taps his fingers.
Don't be a stranger.
Alrighty. Oh, that's going to take me all the way over there. Something over here.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer." As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece. Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the crew.
Okay, I can see it, but I don't know what it is. Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution, but the statue is resembling reading some radio journal, target practice, or political statement. Why not? What is...
The king stands high above you, surveying the bay, mute and indifferent to your sighting. What did he do? You have no idea.
Okay. So that's all in that direction. What's all this?
There are clothes inside.
Don't be shy. These are premium
You find your hat. The box smells like cat piss.
economical but also trendy. Look first hand, try second hand. Keep the economy moving.
Something cold embraces your hand. Synthetic and sleek. This jacket is the apex of human evolution. The moment practical and yet may deaden your sense.
Good choice, officer. Mega sport.
Alright, well, I have 60 cents to my name, so...
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley set. The name, Sile.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool. The goods are cool. The customers are cool.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. Sweet and the textiles hang down. Some distance, the sound of the
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang.
Can't even afford to knock off merch.
You feel a twitch in your index fingers. There's a finger shoot out.
Don't shoot, officer. Have we got an arrest here or just a shakedown? Good one, officer. You're a funny guy. Now, what can I do for you? Then fire away, officer. Only the
really comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame. Only no need for discounts and ceilings of it. Good joke.
You glance around the decrepit buildings.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom. That's right. Revachol is the best place for an I'm an entrepreneur of anything for you. You mean these delicious shelf-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook, no hassle, really no problem here, officer.
Wait, Humanics, humanitarian aid.
What? Look, officer, I'm just a retailer. My supplier if you got questions about the supply chain. That's how the game works.
Interesting.
It's a boring story, officer. Get very sharp, officer. I'm Serais, from the Sigai province of the Serais Empire.
The apricot suzerainty is what the Sigai archipelago is commonly known as.
Oh no, apricots come from Sigai. My grandma used to grow them. Speaking of, why not support an independent local out here? I send half my profits back to my grandma.
Okay. Nice.
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and the knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently. If
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company.
from the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer? I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that side. Weird, huh? Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off. Sure thing.
It is salty, it is savory, it is chewy. The hangover only makes the salami more tasty.
Nice.
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the yeah, not really much else.
Yummy. Where's a pawn shop? Is there anything I can sell? What'd you do if this guy like walks into your shop and he just like runs in circles looking at stuff?
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print. Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers.
It's the man from him.
Walking away from his burning village. Yes. Ha. Oh, I see. That's tough, man. I feel the same way sometimes.
That's like 90% of shopgoers? Okay. But they don't like sprint from item to item.
The book's based on a fictional version of God. In fact, most people...
Hyanda isn't real.
Neither is the man a real man, of course. But both the man and Hyanda, too rare.
That's dirt cheap.
But why? Are dealing goods, not services, too...
That's dirt cheap.
But why? I suppose that makes sense. Please go
Yes. Did I actually... Oh, here we go. Yes! What do I actually get? -2 authority, but plus physical instrument. Wait, why can't I? Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, I don't really have anything I can sell.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rag. Why? What's this? Listen, binoculars.
Oh, that's the headless phone rider. The headless phone rider. It's an 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too.
Hell yeah.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
I'm sure that was worth buying.
Typical Martinez street light sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Yes, officer.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful.
It was brought.
We are not here to investigate the theft. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with you.
Okay. What's that? Noise? Oh.
It's a little pleasure. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance this fine day? Let me see. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I don't know of it.
Then help them, Whip. You have plenty.
I wish I could, but I just don't know any.
Respect.
I'm not.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is...
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you... Is that okay, Renee? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Eva. Eva Claire. Everyone in Martinez knows...
Gymnasium.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath. The blind leading the blind doesn't even begin to describe it.
Let's try not to get caught in the crossfire.
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, but not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I hate the socialist rabble. Even siding with them is better than living your entire life.
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs some something official.
Well, he tells his little bedman exactly what to say. It's coming propaganda.
No, thank you. Bob. I'm sorry, officer.
The only one you...
Suddenly, you realize how hungry. The sandwich looks like a cullinan, in addition to the obvious slice of ham. A fat one. You notice a rim of a tomato.
I'm not stealing a man's sandwich.
That's very good. You must have hot then.
What about this guy? He hasn't said much. Oh, that's Kim. He was standing there looking like he was one of these guys. Alright, what's over this way? My health is full. It would be a waste. I'll come back and steal it later if I need health. Oh, yay, a bag. Now I can... Nice. Now we can start making some money. Hello? How do I get up there? Can I just talk to them from here?
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent.
The streets will not flow red, will it?
I'm Cindy the fucking skull.
Oh, scary.
Blood type. The last time I was taken to Hep C.
Go where?
Listen to your partner, pigman. Keep your grubby hooves, little old lady.
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present on the boat.
That was on her. Someone's got
Hi.
an eye on her.
You hear?
Probably the white man's right. You should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator. I have the feeling she will be very good. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her.
I'm still off screen. No.
Roll that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch you sleep up to
Where is the streamer? What? You redeemed? The angry? Even though I was off screen and you didn't say anything? What is wrong with you? Yay! That was really loud. Ow.
I ain't no snitch, pigstein.
Actually, there is a shortage.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant. Can't you tell? I haven't really started yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Have you ever tried your hand at graffiti?
Graffitio.
Right, rarely see pigs round here though. This place is so big. I thought I'd mix it up. You know. Yeah.
Hooliganism.
Thanks. I'm sure they'll watch your back.
Okay. Hello.
Leans against the cabin top of the sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green
Good afternoon, officers. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCN. It's my maiden name. Nothing more to say. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded. I'm glad to see you here.
like steel. There is strength.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist?
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead in this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual
Happens quicker than a shooting star. But then
Interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines crew. Why, yes I am. Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around? Yes, we are. We are on the Caillou. We are, and the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
Can't wait till they get to the club goers.
Anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Canema motor?
Actually, that motor carriage has been a special issue. It's for crossing distances in Greater Lavashon.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances and it's the boat. No, it is called cordelating. It's a pleasure craft. A 19 pacer. It also happens to be my sloop.
19 pesa.
It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of it.
Quite, yes.
As solid and to with what we're investigating.
Officer, I...
the crowns of her teeth are this qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming.
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but two insulindic regattas, even finished ones.
Actually, don't. The Wayfarer Act specifically demanded the RCA the authority to demand any rights over its vessels. It's a little non-fair among Western officials. Unless it's their passport. No. Do you want to ask for the
Of course. Any more questions? Good. What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It is a giant undertaking. The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships, and that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration. I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet. $20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 70,000. A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops where it started, there's an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Easterners. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have, you mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo? There are no minor cogs in the system. Each not include trade secrets. First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Elements. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite legal to us. I'm glad you see it, but I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike. First, you'd have to good luck.
What the man means is that the Emergencies Act.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to... I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grip.
How are they doing?
They're not. That's the problem.
Wait. She just mentioned and the strike.
Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates. Yes, Jean-Luc Leisurehead. Yes, I believe there is a connection, but that's a subject for later. Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I...
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer...
But the strike began in
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he granted.
This isn't the first time the union has been...
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. Mr. Clare told him to... How did... Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of staff, you see. Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before. There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. Every worker, a member of the board. In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker, a member of the board. It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines Group makes a decision about, just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they're having a blast. I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position. A hard no. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, call me mañana.
This checks out.
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of...
Don't let her answer it herself.
If these strike breakers were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not yet, at least. Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. Of course not. Everard is...
If you were to prick him with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No, a rapier.
Oh, heavens, no. We get along just fine. Yet, now that you mention it, I can't stop imagining that black treacle just dribbling down his double chin. He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more... Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother. Except for that lazy eye, it's how they circumvent the term limits, you see. The funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much. The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years, organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened.
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be.
Refreshingly honest, officer. And your opinion, Detective, if I may ask. I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
Hydrate, okie doke.
Indeed. The point of the presentation is...
Thank you for your concern. We'll be just fine.
Don't let her answer it herself.
If these workers were all the scat...
Don't let her answer it herself.
If the workers were organized by Wild Pines, then Mr. Fuck Off Midget. Yes. Extremely. Keep in mind, they're at least every worker, a member of the board. In its defense, another said, fortunately, just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only... That may well be. I'm not sure. And now...
Excuse me.
I first...
This checks out.
I feel like I might have missed something here.
Of course.
Oh, there's other topics, okay.
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer...
Of course, ma'am. We should have him. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41.
How curious. Why is that, Detective? I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode? Oh dear.
As I said, his technique may be very...
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement. She's a negotiator. Just float a favor at her. Insist.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it.
You're right. But Inspector...
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martin.
They're profiting from its trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail, or you can recover your badge, though if...
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Brota. Lower intestine. Fascism, Brota. Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revishal's problems? Quit stalling, Brota. We're talking about the weakest, worst, most insane. Yes, Wormen.
Oh no!
Wormen, men of war. You don't like them. That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But the main thing, stomach truth. You're having a stomach truth. You're going to keep your views right. Keep your views, Brota.
No, I don't. I don't like what my stomach is telling me here.
Aces high.
Okay, cool.
For the rest of the world, the ace is high.
Wait. How do I see what I actually get out of this stuff? Okay, whatever.
I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be. This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply a corrective provider. Either way, we've played straight into it. Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? You could request a new one from the investigation, but that would literally take months. No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? It's quite straightforward. Someone is using
ingredients for
meth and dextroamphetamine.
Shit, yeah, baby. Party pipeline. Why would you want to shut that down?
Yes. After they clear the terminal,
While Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade.
we're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredient, yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dockworkers Union. Still, the lorries. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout.
Her irises are light green, like the river Esperance in Brighton.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you. No. We asked East Motor Track to raise... This is a limited time of thousands of...
Cold breath rushes in from the bay, making its way down the alleyways and potholed streets. From Martinique...
The literage the local producers must get from Mr...
Well, at least...
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. How do you think they're financing this strike?
There was a shakedown of local businesses.
With all due respect to these desert precisely. Smuggled out of that, we did. On more than one...
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's...
Well, yes? It may come to nothing. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way. That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the fourth day to the bat's day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
Is what you want to say. What is this? From the top of your lungs. You're thinking it. But look at that lady. Take a gander. Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat. Why, dull orange pearls hang. Now look at you. Misery-clad Simeon. Clearly you're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too. Shame. You have
His balls.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask. Of course, Detective.
All right. I guess we'll go talk to these lorry guys. Oh, what's in here? Yippee. I can make some money, hopefully, from collecting trash. I'll come back to ask for money again a little bit later on. All right, how much will this make me?
The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk into the menu.
Oh, I'm back to 60 cents. Yippee. Is that it?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sideboard.
Did I talk to this guy? Oh.
Don't you welcome to Revachol. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island mere 300 years ago.
This man also looks like a rat.
School of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me, and it's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war age.
Come on, man. I just said welcome.
I know exactly what you mean. You think mine, but you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Fighting with pistols.
You do make a cute couple.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his
Whatever you say, officers.
He smells of heavy motor oils and his breath of high tar content cigarettes, probably astral lights.
Not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but some dog workers are on strike. Apples. Yeah, apples.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you messed it.
No. Can I just do it again?
Not much anymore. Apples. Yeah.
He's given you the runaround.
Fuck.
Let's be honest, you messed it.
Oh man. Oh. That's great. God. Thanks for that, man. Please don't. It's about biologic knot, the most popular topic nowadays.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
People who've studied these things say that you, me,
If this guy's all the Occidentals have, well, let's just say he's not exactly right.
open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in the problem, the damn kids are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes.
I think I can get down with racism.
Lieutenant Kisaraga's stern expression remains. Not a lot of moral fiber on this one yet, he thinks. Out of it.
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. You know where that shit comes from? They know they can't beat us in a fair fight. So they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage. Racial economic sabotage. Oh, I don't go for that foreign piece. Open loses many.
He eyes you warily.
I don't know shit. If I did, I wouldn't tell you. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of the big lorry.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good time since he left. I haven't had anyone to do it. It's a fucking travesty is what it is. Isn't it obvious? Fucking seal. That beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well. That's the one. He's tribal natural liar. Is your man right?
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard.
Guess who? Not much anymore. I'm the strike. Not a bit apples. Yeah.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you messed up.
Let me talk to this other guy over here.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam. What's on your mind?
You seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Like, whatever's going on.
Going on strike will probably help with dodging route.
Some pretty wild. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Maybe you should.
The RCN is a self-managing organization that operates on donations. We promote all. It would be like striking against you. I don't think you understand how that job goes, but do continue. You were asking about the strike.
Anything else? Us lorry drivers. Camioners. You still hang around here waiting for this one. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the
What's better than chasing transient pleasure? He tries his best to approach it, but there's rigidity, as if trying to conceal something.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why eat food? Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
Entrapment is where a law officer.
Yes. It's like trying to trick a person into doing something criminal that they never do. Then what are you trying to accomplish?
We have credibility, sir.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's gotta guard the stuff.
Working on these riders.
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to ask those questions.
Your best verse. You don't even have a bad verse in Stains. Wait, no. What are you doing?
That's brutal, man.
No, stop. He's already mortified.
That's,
Ow.
God, what are you doing?
yeah, I get that. It's cool, but yeah.
We have a drug investigation to consider. How about we do that?
Okay. I guess we go talk to this guy. Where? Huh?
Everything's still cool here, officer. Drugs? I don't go in for that unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. What? Tasty drugs. That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives.
Sir, it appears to be true. No drugs in sight. Not in the box of sunglasses or under the speakers.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But, who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him.
So you admit you're alone?
No, I just said I work harder, and he's an asshole.
Realizing he can't get out.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. Exactly. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out. No! That's insane. It's the fat hater. He's been at nothing. I told you.
And what?
Road. You know.
There's more here. He's afraid of this crowd, whoever they are, more than he is of the racist lorry man.
Look. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up. It's a she lady, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady. All of them. I don't know. I told you.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of you?
All of them. Even the ones who left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos. There's one by the statue of that king. I haven't got
The third driver. We haven't talked to her yet. Where?
in her lorry there. But I don't know if it's her. Are we cool? All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from it.
Kim's portrait has a halo because he's a fucking saint. Patron saint of tard wrangling. Okay.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. I don't want to talk about that. Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is. I did it, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it. Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. A youngish woman.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Died. It was violet when she got here. Damn, I don't want to... Please just let...
We can't just let it go.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this.
I don't believe you. I just can't, man. She's got the darkness. That young person's darkness.
She shared it with me.
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her. I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked.
Did this violent life?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about the way it worked.
The pain it was causing her.
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of...
He's right. There are. Now is not the time to focus on. It's right here. The answer is right here. You just need to ask him. Come on, do it.
You're not gonna put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you?
I wouldn't be so sure, Tommy.
I thought you were a different kind of cop. Here.
The keys to a motor lorry. Pretty complex. Looks like
The lorry's still here. Down past the Statue of Liberty. The cabin is green. Get in there with these. That's all I know.
When did she leave?
Last Friday. No. I don't know. I bet you are.
Thank you for your cooperation, sir. I know it was hard, but you did the right thing.
You don't really think so?
I really do. If I didn't, I wouldn't be in the RCM. Take care, sir.
Okay. It's green. Oh, this one. Okay.
this green found, A to Z, contemporary, is parked in the shadow of the ruin.
This is the one our men pointed to.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You push the key into the lid and turn. The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is... There's something odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side of the seat where the toolbox should be. Voila! A stack of neatly folded papers stashed behind the seating.
Bonne prise.
This large map displays the elevated motorway called 88 toll booths at the intakes. There, hundreds of thousands of motor carriages roar on the 881, high above the mass of brown and red roofs. That is general. The commuters to Kuron, through the middle-income neighborhoods there, by the river, and then this municipal map from the 30s displays a complex system of storm sewers underneath a sub-district called the blocks. Oh, wind rips through the empty hallways of the once great military hospital. The rattle of motor carriages and lorries driving through. The final map displays a labyrinth of these service tunnels were probably used during the construction. Despite the cold, figures move about cloaked in shadow. They travel from eminent domain to perdition and onto the main. Over the river at the road spreads.
It means that the smugglers are secretly using the motorway to transport. The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads, though apparently not all of them. Hard to say. This distribution network looks certainly large, yet still vague enough. Doesn't reveal much about it. The Besmati is a Revacholian crime syndicate, with cool names like La Puta Madre and Aura Masta. It's dark parody. It's definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. Here's bad news. There have been attempts at a serious investigation before, but they...
Especially bad news for cops who may have something in their past they don't even know is there.
Best not to disturb the scene.
The stack of maps looks just like before. A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's an issue of Petty Ferry from last Wednesday. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast. These formulas look oddly...
Ulan frequency system. I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
Pulling the toolbox slides back, you wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been driven.
Sandpaper? A novel technique. Must be to offer some extra.
The movie stars are still smiling. Looks like the frequency...
Strange.
It has to be an advanced model to fit so many frequencies next to each other without blending them together.
For contacting an entire fleet of lorry, looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool.
A 20-kilometer radius at least, perhaps extended by an attachable antenna that's not here right now.
Doesn't know that. It's completely unequivocal to the data key.
The ghostly actresses, these are one of them. Particularly catches. There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy with a hint of the remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume. Probably grenade. No. The actress is draped in a sheath. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't put your finger on who the actress is, and the enclose the rust.
Great. I think we got everything. All right, we've finished. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in order to complete. Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen. The evidence seems... I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade cast. I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance.
Listening in on your calls between you and your station.
Oh, and the maps we found. They reveal the geographical extent of the operation. Looks like they've used abandoned tunnels. As elegant as they...
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
Yes, well...
Unimportant.
We didn't find anything conclusive linking them to the smuggling operation. But somehow, I thought that Evrard Claire would be oblivious to something that was happening right now. My suggestion is, use it against the Union in any way we can, to our own ends. It's a slippery deal.
In short, this is a future angle.
We should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation. Sometime later, the fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, especially if the Madrid. All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on matter. debrief over after.
Let's go talk to that other guy just in case he has something interesting to say. Best viewers. No way. Bye-bye.
Oh, not much anymore. Amir, apples. Yeah.
He's given you the room.
Okay, he doesn't have anything new to say. I guess we go back to that lady over there. Where was she again? Oh, she was up that way. Up this way somewhere. Oh. I can collect more garbage. Yeah, the corporal lady. Can I collect any garbage over here? Nice. Hello.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered? It doesn't really matter in any case.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing.
Of course, detectives. In any case, I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and salt.
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into...
Since you are sharing that,
Then we're on the same page. I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy. They were dispatched after
every word.
a member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of absolutely not. These mercenaries are...
Who are they?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience.
So, what...
The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually he was taken out behind the whirling in rag. Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal in...
What is the nature?
Whether to execute one,
It'll be all of them. The decision is already made.
This is so not disco.
It was the Union who strung him from that tree. My hope is that if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify...
The Debardeurs have over 2,000 men.
Have you ever seen a Hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? These men work in tandem using semi- and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable.
The muzzle loaders need to be reloaded after every 1 or 2 shots.
As I said, a bloodbath. Many bleak scenarios have already come true. All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as they boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Benchman Lawrence.
Meaning they're used well.
Yes. All the good Sadly, no. Before that, if you still have access to the ICP's database, you could...
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of...
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to do... I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify, but the remaining contractors... that the man was killed because he assaulted a local wood...
The lieutenant consults his notebook. His iPod.
We haven't heard any reports about an assault.
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later... That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor. If you mean did I see him alive? Lely. His service name. Not again, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one. One is a man. Corty, they call him. A nickname as well. The other a woman. Phyllis DePaul.
What would you say was his age?
She closes her eyes.
Can't remember.
That's all right. Anything else? Nationality?
He was 40. 50. It's hard to say.
Indeed. He's matched to dental reconstruction preschool body. What else? Nationality?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair. Mixed act in a way that was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once. They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting. You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
I'll go for it.
This is so
No,
nice.
fuck.
You have no idea.
That, with all due respect, I've been around myself. There's a giant number of ill-fitting clothes, the Harmon Gates, Mr. Right,
Not a terribly good app.
and the other one. Well, it must be one of the poster
Called a good vantage point. Still, I hope you heed my advice. There's no meeting until the executions start. Not on this matter. It's a matter of days, not weeks. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. Of course. Excuse my...
It was taken with a trigger. This is the man's property. There were no more markings on his hands.
Her mouth is relaxed. Their cortical lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these... I can't. That's how you read this story. Points themselves don't have to close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waters. A sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die, of quite a few. Redford. Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, what I think must be the Sluts of Revachol. Those are the two constants. Redford.
You said you can't read.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but his platoon members?
Challenge accepted. I say
Do what you have to do, detective. I don't think deciphering that...
You will be careful.
Is there anything else I can help you with? This reality. Ah, yes.
Don't be fake. It functions perfectly.
We may be here a while then.
all right. You're in. Begin with the first one. You and then royalty.
We're in Martinez, maybe. A casual term of endearment popular among the crowd. A very small would-be excuse for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten even. Shelled to smithereens during the revolution. It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Rubbish. Yes. We're on an island in an ocean. World's largest body of water. The Insulindic. I would be happy to. What is of these are unimportant times, Detective. Whom I would call big time.
The smile of a predator. No doubt what she's got in mind.
All men are predators, dear. Nothing much to be done about that. The revolution. It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle. Turn of the century revolution.
Gonna get going. Bye bye. Night night. I'll probably end it soon enough after I finish talking to this lady. Oh, banana.
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, particularly virulent, from Revachol, Gra, why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control, a city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the room.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, modernity. They developed the marvels of the Inter-East 43 years. Hard to fathom, I know. The 20s saw a decade of urban war west of the river level, offshore platforms in the 30s. Things settled down and no. It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. Welcome to reality, baby. Good question. What would you have done differently? And I asked.
Here's some wisdom, lady. Say the death thing. A cold creeps up your spine, reaching.
So a quarter of humanity simply lost their minds. And how would you stop the prion? A complex folding protein. Unlife. With the technology 50 years ago.
The wind stops. A dog barks. A gunshot.
It's all yours. A poor remedy for prion disease. Capri.
Opinions expressed here do not.
And what is your...
My position now? My parents got ripped to shreds in the revolution. I would have gone the same way. I was saying, maybe.
Understandable. They are what they are, anyway. Enough sentimentality. It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retro well. It's either bariatric surgery or long-term. That seems...
Is this reality thing is stupid. Blow this joint. She stares at you, head tilted to the side, with a slightly concerned. She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
I am the vilest of the vile. I am an...
She raises the corner of her mouth. It's sharp.
Dios mío.
No, not like me. I am the nether creature. Are you liberated enough to offer up your home on a plate for fine?
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride.
A fitting punishment, to be forgotten when the dust settled. The Liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue, with due respect to our...
While a gentle wind sweeps the streets,
I would not have relinquished sovereignty.
she realizes her small, cold fists are clenched. She loosens them.
Then for my daughters, We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isla down rather than let them have it. Perhaps. Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother. A bird? A svenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions? Some sort of krill hunter? No, wait. You're an ancient ruin. Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at... Ah! This is more too. A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. This one used to be 8 to 10, mostly the urban middle class. Splat, splat.
You could be wrong, but from here it appears.
Wonderful. The girl in the old lady rags. Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of... yes. You and I belong to the suit. She prefers a fantasy world. An infraculture with its own dress code. I found. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat. All right. What next?
It remains a mystery what you mean by this something close. This isn't about you. It's about reality.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
Oh, why did this go down? Did she not like me? Oh, because I didn't tell her? Okay. Well, whatever.
That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. That's just, it ain't easy, sure. Are you rich? That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that? Because of the taxes. Like 98% of all your money. What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipple. It's all about the tax issue, huh?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
What the heck?
I am sorry. It just doesn't come out of your mouth. What does is
Excuse me?
what you meant to say.
Oh. Okay. I think that'll do for today. Oh wait, I'm still in a... Okay. Yep, that'll do for today. Well, I hope me stumbling through this randomly has been amusing. Wait, there's a thing over here? What's this?
A sturdy metal door guards the south. The door rattles again. The door rattles.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers in.
No. Go check the backyard door.
Madame, I assure you.
There is no reply.
Lame. Okay. Alright, I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Oh, I'm still angry. How do I... I don't remember my hotkeys.